assembly. Head assembly you can see there on the top. Landing edges and cap, seal, radial holes. Radial holes is again to avoid the pressure building. And there are two bottles, inner bottle and this is screwed brass cap inside. The mixing holes are there. So if you tilt it, it will mix around from the outer this in solution, because aluminum sulfate solution in inner container is there. Because that is for the foam formation. Aluminum sulfate solution in inner container and sodium bicarbonate is solution in the stabilizer. The stabilizer. Okay. And you can see the loose filling lid seal. Mixing hole is also there, and then the screwed brass cap. Right? You can read this. Construction. 9-liter foam fire extinguishers. Just go through. This is usually in the engine room because there is oil fire is there. Okay. So that is why. And you can see this. You draw this, then I'll explain. So you can see this gunmetal, this thing valve, screwed gunmetal cap with the radial relief holes. Mixing holes are there. Two ports are, you can see it here. 15-meter coiled hose in saddle, and then brass nozzle with the frame crossbars, frame, stop pin, trunnions, level indicators. So all these things are indicated here. Now we read about this. Pressing. When the head assembly is screwed into the neck ring, it presses down on the thick rubber washer and flange on the charge container, thus providing seal and securing the charge container in place. The nozzle made of aluminum alloy with fin protected air holes is connected to the reinforced loose 1 meter in length. The hose is coupled to the brass elbow coupling, which is soldered to the stainless steel tube. To prevent accidental discharge, a swivel safety guard is provided, which also when in positions holds the spring-loaded plunger, valves open. And thus preventing the dribbling from the nozzles. This was about the 9-liter portable mechanical foam fire extinguisher, which we talked about. Now about 136-liter foam. About this. This fire extinguisher is similar to the 9-liter type only, apart from the screwed down valve, hose and frame. To operate, the hose is uncoiled, valve open, stop pin removed, and this extinguisher is pivoted until it rests on the crossbar. This causes the two solutions to mix and generate foam. The performance figure, foam generated is 1000 liters, working pressure 15 bar. That is 1.5 meganewtons per meter square. Testing pressure is 25 bars, 2.5 meganewton per meter square. Length of the jet is 18 meters. Duration of discharge is 15 minutes approximately. Okay. And testing. In order to test the extinguisher contents, 5 milligrams of acid solution should be mixed with 15 ml of alkali solutions in a graduated vessel, and this should produce about 160 ml of foam. Testing should be carried out about every 4 months with a thorough inspection and test every 12 months. So this is about this. Okay, 136 liters. Now let us talk about this portable mechanical foam fire extinguishers. So you just you can see, you draw it, you have the CO2 capsule, safety guards, you can see plunger, handle, head assembly, joint vent valves, foam solutions in plastic bag, you can see here, water, then deep tube, hose, air holes, nozzles. Portable mechanical foam, firing extinguishers, okay? So you draw this portable mechanical foam fire extinguishers, okay? Then we'll talk about this. See, the body is filled with 8.25 liters of water, and the discharge containers made up 0.85 liter liquid. Air from concentrate is sealed plastic to 0.074 kg capsule CO2 at a pressure of 53 bars. Both of which are contained in an aluminum alloy tube. So you can see this. The body is filled with 8.25 liters of water. You can see it here. And the foam solution in plastic bag. The body is filled with 8.25 liters of water, and the charge containers is made of 0.85 liters of air foam concentrate in sealed plastic bag. A sealed 0.074 kg capsule of CO2 at a pressure of 53 bars. You can see both of which are contained in aluminum alloy tube. You can see here, foam solution plastic bag down, then on top of this CO2 capsule. You can very well see this vent valve, joint, head assembly, handle, plunger, safety guard, and then deep tube is there, nozzle, foam, air holes. Okay, so all these things are well explained here. You can draw it also. Then you can see this portable mechanical foam. When the plunger is depressed, it pierces the thin copper seal, releases CO2, which ruptures the plastic bags. And forces out the liquid foam concentrate into the water, where rapidly mix takes place, and the foam solution is then driven up to the steel deep tube. So this is about this. Okay. Now CO2 fire extinguisher, just see this. Just see the diagram. Draw it. So you can see here, brushing disc, CO2 discharge, you can see valve operating levers. You can just press this, lift handle, and solid brass head, taper and valve is there also there. Non-conducting discharge horn can be swiveled, and solid round steel bottle tested to 226 bar. Deep tube liquid CO2 is inside. Then you can see it, this also CO2 and water portable fire extinguisher. Swivel valve is there, you can see here, handle, plunger is there, hose clap, sealed CO2, welded steel zinc coated, 9-liter water, deep tube, brass coupling, 1 meter reinforced hose, button, and double nozzle. This is CO2 and water portable fire extinguisher. You can read, you can go through this. Constructions of this. The body of Extinguisher is of the welded steel zinc coated and the external surface painted. The brass neck ring is silver soldered to the top of the steel body and the brass head assembly, which cooperates plunger, handle and swivel safety guard is screwed into it and seals on the thick rubber washer. A small radial vent hole are drilled in the head assembly, which serves to relieve the internal pressure when the head is being unscrewed in the event of the nozzle being blocked. The brass double-purpose nozzle is fitted to the delivery end of the reinforced rubber hose, and the nozzle can be operated to give water jet or spray as desired. When the swivel guard is in the protective position, the spring-loaded pierce is slightly depressed. This helps to keep the extinguishers vented when not in use and prevents water overflow due to the change in the atmospheric pressure conditions. So this is all about this. Here also you can see the body contains 9 liters of fresh water, usually wetted agent added to water, which enables the water to spread more readily. The inner container of welded steel zinc coated and is charged with 74 milligrams of CO2 at the pressure of approximately 36 bars, 3 meganewtons. So quite hell of this thing, quite a lot pressure. Operation, the hose is first encoiled from the body and the swivel guard is swung, uncover the plunger. The plunger is then depressed. This releases CO2, which then drives the water out of the swivel via the deep tube hose. Performance, length of the jet is 10.6 meter approximately. Spray is 6.06 meter, about 36 meter of covers. Duration of discharge approximately 60 seconds. Body tested hydraulically 25 bars. Okay, then dry powder portable fire extinguisher you can see here. Body is riveted, the welded steel. You can see this diagram first. Can you see this carrying handle, safety cap, plunger is there. First remove the safety cap, then plunge it, this thing. CO2 bottle. You have the dry powder inside and then the tube is there. CO2 go there and it drives out by hose, discharge tubes, valves, nozzle, other things. Dry powder fire extinguisher. So this is it. So all this, I think, covers the portable fire extinguishers. That is all I wanted to say about this. And any question asked? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I think this thing is going to be over. And if you have any question, any query, please come up. Otherwise, I'm going to conclude my lectures. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm finishing my lectures. Bye.